Hey guys, and welcome back to the Jab Podcast for episode 5.
Welcome back to the Jab Podcast, episode 5.
Damn, I just said that.
Over under. You think we make it 5 episodes?
I don't know, man. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I bet if we said over under 4.5, how many people would have took the under on that?
I don't know, probably a lot since we've only got 15 views on episode 4.
Like I said from the beginning, man,
we're just in it for fun, man. That's all it is, man. How you doing, dude?
I'm great, buddy. How's life?
Good, man. Good. Did you enjoy the fight Saturday?
Yeah. I wish I would have watched them together, but
any bets?
No. What about you?
I had Reyes by knockout.
No, man, I didn't make it. I didn't make it to Tennessee to bet. But I wasn't in a betting mood Saturday, so. But this Saturday is a whole different ballgame.
Yeah. I already see some value in this week's card. But Saturday, yeah. The Reyes fight played out. I mean, kind of how I thought. If Reyes was going to win, I thought it was going to be by knockout. That's why I bet it. Maybe drag Prochazka into the later rounds.
No doubt that fight was ending by knockout either
way.
Right.
I think we saw that either way.
I think I had knockout in the first round. I think a lot of people had knockout in the first round for Prochazka, but
I thought Reyes could he tested him too, but he walked right through everything.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Let's hit the news.
Let's hit the news, man.
What you want to start with, man?
First bit of news. Let's get into this Diego Sanchez.
Yeah, because he's supposed to be fighting Cerrone Saturday. Well, was supposed to be fighting.
So he pulls out of the fight with undisclosed reasons. Doesn't really give the UFC any logical reason. Alex Marina is going to step in on short notice and fight Donald Cerrone in the co-main event at 170.
He pulls out for undisclosed reason, and wasn't it like a matter of hours, minutes, hours, 2 hours later?
The UFC cuts him.
Releases him.
So
he gone.
So the story is Diego's manager requests medical records for Diego, and he claims it's because Diego's injuries in the past. When Diego's done fighting, he wants to be able to tell whatever doctor or physician that he goes and sees. Gives the doctor all Diego's history, and the UFC's lawyer takes it as, Diego's not in the right frame of mind to fight, and he even stated, because Diego released this phone call.
And I've heard bits and pieces, but I haven't went back and
it's worth the listen. I think it's like 7 minutes. You can find it out there. But so the UFC's lawyer, said, I've went through this with Mark Hunt. I can't have a guy not be 100% into the fight game. If that's the case, if Diego's in that state of mind, we'll pull him from the fight, and that's it. Ferreira, I think is how you pronounce his manager's name. I don't want to keep saying Fabio Ferreira, whatever.
I think it's F-A-B-I, something like that.
Right. Anyways, he claims that's not the case, and he's just doing it for Diego's future or whatever. And I mean, that it kind of just ended like that. The phone call ended with you could hear Diego and his manager kind of laughing. I don't know what all that was about. It's not. It's kind of like an unsolved story here. You got two sides of the story, but I see UFC's stance on this. If a guy is, they're gonna err at the sign of caution in this, because the lawyer, his name escapes me at this moment, but 10 years down the line, if Diego's sitting in a hospital drooling on himself, this manager could pull this phone call back up and sue the UFC for everything they got. So I understand where the UFC's at. I do see where Diego's at too. His manager's just looking out for his best interest, but it's an ugly situation.
But I kind of felt like this Saturday was going to be Diego's last fight anyway, and possibly
maybe
Cerrone's too.
Possibly.
I mean, I kind of felt like this is like the way the UFC was wanting their last tough one competitor to go out. You know, here's a profile name, Cerrone. You know, Cerrone's name carries weight.
It was a fight for the fans. You know,
exactly, and that's the way they would want Sanchez to go out.
Right.
And I don't know if to call it a slap in the face or what. Like I said, I don't know why it went down the way it did, but it's just It's bittersweet, man.
Yeah.
Like you can say Diego's last 2 or 3 fights, like you knew this day was coming soon.
Right.
But to go out like that, it's kind of like, man.
And at the end of the day, you know, Dana said, you know, he wants what's best for Diego.
Yeah, and I really think that Cerrone and Sanchez,
he just says his manager's just batshit crazy, hard to deal with, and he's been like that since Diego.
I saw that. Did you see the video where he went into the press conference with it was like Megan O'Leary and
it was
Paul
the fighter meetings.
Yeah, well, it was like the commentator meetings or some shit.
Yeah, you know, like Anik and them.
He went in there and like handed his phone to a guy. I was like, record this for me. Just hold that right there for me. He went in there and was like, I just want y'all to know that I don't appreciate it the way y'all make my guy seem like this is a real man. Y'all talk bad about him, and it's like Paul Felder's like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Like I have no clue what you're talking about right now. You're coming in here making this about you. Like you brought in a camera to film it and shit. Like dude really seems batshit crazy.
Have you heard the stories of his quote unquote training methods that he chases the fighters around with a fucking knife?
Jesus
like
Christ.
That's an urban. I mean, Dana brought it up. I mean, you take it with a grain of salt, but it's fucking crazy, dude. That's like some shoot box shit back in Brazil. Like they weren't doing that shit.
That's fucking, fucking Colombian necktie shit.
That's some crazy shit. Anyways,
but yeah, I mean it's bittersweet, right?
It is, man. I mean
Diego is the last tough guy around. Like,
right. I didn't want to see Diego go out like that.
And that would have been a fun fight for fans. Like that would have been a fight you could see Diego winning, or you could see Cerrone winning. Like both of those guys needed to win, and it would have been a good way to go out. And you just hate it. I mean, I'm glad Cerrone's still getting some. You know, I'm glad Moreno is coming in to give Cerrone a fight this weekend.
I like him in this spot. Man.
We'll get to
I love Cowboy, but yeah, we'll preview.
What about on the other side of the news, man?
Moving on here, Nate Diaz having to pull out of the Edwards fight. They're going to move it back a month to UFC 263. Leon Edwards said he doesn't want a different fight or anything like that.
That card, that 263 is going to be fucking awesome now, though.
Okay.
3 5-round fights, 2 championship fights, and then
they're keeping this. They're keeping this.
The Diaz-Edwards fight is a 5-round fight. That's Izzy Vittori. What's the Brandon Moreno and Figgy rematch? Yeah. So those are the co-main and main, and then your third fight down the list is going to be Edwards and Diaz there.
Right.
So 3 5-round fights. I mean, fuck, man. What more could you ask for?
Right. Couple of fight announcements here. Sugar, Sean O'Malley gonna take on Luis Smolka.
I like it. I mean,
it's in the works, not official yet.
I would like the Dom Cruz we talked about last week.
I don't know.
Dom Cruz got called out this past Saturday too, so we'll see what happens with that.
Chikaze?
No, that wasn't Chikaze. It was fucking.
Come on, dude. The
Davalish.
Okay, right. Let's see here. Tom Breeze versus Antonio Arroyo, and Makan Amirkhani versus Nate Landwehr. The Clarksville, Tennessee represent.
Yeah.
That's going to be on June 5th on the Sakai Rosenstruck card.
Yeah. Some more news. Have you seen the Jones and Ngannou banner?
I have not. I have not.
The Twitter beef of.
Let's
Jones
hear it.
This is
Shawnee on Twitter. I like it, dude.
I've been active, man. I'm getting the hang of this shit.
I heard that, dude. Change your picture, but other than that, yeah.
Yeah, that picture's
back from fucking 2010.
Shit, boy. No, man, they've been going at it, which like we talked about before. This is gonna be one of them things where fucking they're gonna build it up, hype his shit up, talk shit to each other on Twitter, and then the fight's
and we're not gonna see it. I mean,
happen.
Derek Lewis said on Helwani's show that Derek's got the fight. He's waiting on Francis.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's gonna happen.
I won't be
with this
surprised
shit.
in the slightest if this fight never happens. But let me just.
I want to see it so bad. Let's hear the social media.
I've said it in the past, dude. Like this, I haven't bet. I can't tell you if I don't think I've ever bet against John Jones, but the Francis is going to fight. Like I would consider it. I would probably take it. Like especially at heavyweight. I don't know. Jones started. He said, "Pray you knock me out because if you don't, I'm going to break you," and that's a promise, Francis. And Francis comes back with, "Please don't make me laugh. When is the last time you break somebody out?"
Break somebody out? Like
yeah, when's the last time you knocked somebody out? He said, "Break somebody." You're a decision fighter, Johnny Bones, and you barely won a fight lately, but you're going to break me out laughing emoji.
Burn.
So Bones, of course, is going to get the last word. He comes back a decision fighter. I carried the record for most submissions in the light heavyweight division for many years, my friend. You are what we call a one-trick pony, Francis. Every champion I've ever faced punched hard. I see right through you.
Yeah.
I would rather be a decision fighter than a last for 2 rounds fighter. Shrugging shoulders.
That's good. That's good. I like it.
Well, I mean, that's all Francis needs is 2 fucking rounds, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean.
Honestly, Francis, I respect you and your story. I really don't feel the need to have to crush you in a verbal battle to do what I've done to everyone since 2011. I'm just telling you now, Francis, if you want to start this internet talk, be sure to keep up. Most people that talk shit with me go quiet after a while. White flag emoji. Everyone's going to be the first to smash John Jones. Very popular thing. So yeah, I like the banner. I'm not gonna dissect into it too much.
They're just talking shit.
Yeah, I mean this fight, who knows, may never fucking happen. But yeah, I like it so far.
Anything else in the news?
Yeah, I got one more. I don't know if you've seen it though. I haven't said nothing to you about this.
Okay.
Did you see Weili Zhang buzzed her hair?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I like it, man. She looks like a fucking killer.
If you can't beat them, join them, right?
Right. Damn. All right. Anything else?
But no, it's a good look for her, man. I like it.
Yeah, I like it, man. She looks like a straight killer. It is noteworthy here. Nick Diaz says Chimaev is a no-go.
Yeah. Well, his manager said that.
Right, his manager
said that, and who the fuck can blame him?
Right.
You know, Nick Diaz is in it now for the money, rightfully so.
Yeah, fun fights. Hell, he could fight Donald. You know,
it's gonna be. I think I'm with you now. It's gonna be Masvidal.
Yeah,
that's the fight.
I really like that.
I do too.
I really like that.
I do too.
So,
and honestly, I think that's a fight Diaz could probably.
I mean, yeah, so we'll see what happens.
It's Gangster versus West Side Gangster Part 2.
Yeah.
Maybe Masvidal. Maybe they can talk Masvidal and put into putting the BMF title on.
He might. I doubt it though. Let's get into
that BMF title means so much.
So much, man. Okay, we didn't talk about this. Did you see at the press conference? He had the fucking belt there.
He carries it everywhere.
Why?
I don't know, man. It should have been a one-off. It should have been a one-time deal.
I mean, let's be honest. Usman should have the belt. Like, you got to defend. It's on the line every time he fights, right?
I mean, any other belt would be, right?
I don't know. Anyway, you got to make championship weight on that. You got to be right on the 170.
You got to be on the bad motherfucker weight limit.
Oh, okay. All right. So. You got to make weight. Okay. Let's get we started off.
Yeah, hold on. Speaking of making weight, Gabriel Benitez weighed in over at 4.5 pounds over for the Jonathan Pierce fight on Saturday.
The fight got.
Well, Jonathan Pierce declined to take the fight. He didn't competitive advantage, so he declined to take the fight. So that fight's nixed.
I didn't know he didn't take it.
Yeah,
because of that.
Well, if a fighter misses weight, you can take the fight and you'll get a percentage of that.
Thoughts on that?
I like it. I mean, I'm agree with what Izzy said after the Costa fight. And then he got on the mic after the fight, jumped on everybody's ass. He's like, fuck this 20 or 30%. If you miss weight,
let's make it 80.
Let's make it 70.
Yeah,
let's make it 70%. And then we'll see who misses weight. And he's right.
I mean, Pierce only has something to lose in that situation. If he goes out and wins, get your win bonus. He may have still got the win bonus. I'm not sure. I know he got his show money.
I'm sure he probably got. Well, I don't know. I don't know if you have to take the fight to get Benitez money too, because he gets a percentage of Benitez. I don't know.
Benitez, you're right.
Benitez money.
But yeah, if he goes out and loses that fight, it's a lose-lose situation for him. So
you got to think. I don't know what kind of fighter Benitez is, but if he's if Pierce is a boxer, kickboxer, and Benitez is a jiu-jitsu guy, that's an extra.
A lot of uneducated fans would say he's a pussy, yada yada yada. So, anyways,
at the end of the day, you got to look out for yourself as a fighter.
Absolutely. I mean, you're judged in this game with wins and losses. If you go out there and take a loss that anyways,
somebody had an advantage over.
I mean, Cerrone's on a let's be honest, a 5-fight losing streak. Let's get into it. Luke Sanders, Felipe Colares.
Hey man, I thought
good fight, man.
Dude, I thought this was fight of the night after the first. After the night, you go ahead and give these guys their fucking
Nothing's
money.
Nothing's going to beat it, top it. But a couple did.
I mean, one did. But we'll get to that.
Okay.
Oh,
okay. Sanders definitely takes round one.
Well, Colares won this fight, unanimous decision.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, most definitely, Sanders almost finished the fight in the first round.
Had him on the ropes.
Speaking of that,
little gassed in round two.
I'm gonna tip my cap to Colares here and say, dude, you can take a fucking hit.
Absolutely,
you can take a hit, bro.
You can take a hit, bro.
Shout out Matt Kemp. You can take a hit, bro.
Sanders a little gassed in the second round, or slow start. I don't want to say he's gassed.
No, I think both fighters were pretty well exhausted by the time the third round came around. Colares did have a big slam in the second. I don't know if you remember.
I thought he knocked himself out.
You thought he knocked himself out?
Yeah.
Like fucking Matt Hughes style.
Or, no, Gray Maynard versus Rob Emerson.
Yeah.
Remember that? Yeah. Like, I thought we were getting that situation. But
he picked him up and carried him all the way across the octagon and slammed him.
I was like, oh shit, he's gonna knock him fucking because Luke was kind of going for a guillotine in that spot, and like I had big time flashbacks of that Maynard fight.
Well, that was the thing, Sanders almost finished him in the first round. In the second round, at the end, the ref was telling Luke to fight back, or the ref was warning him, like, Colares almost won. And
Colares was like looking at the ref, like, dude, fucking stop it. Which
he's on his own goddamn fault. Yeah. If he would have kept throwing the punches, because I think he went for like a guillotine, and I guess he noticed the time was almost out, so he started throwing punches.
I think we leaked a little bit into the third round there.
I was just saying that both the fighters were exhausted come third round. But yeah, right. I mean, the fight almost stops in Sanders' favor in the first.
1-1 going.
Fight probably could have been stopped in the second if Colares didn't look at the ref, like, stop the fight. Like, that's a bad move if you're a fighter, right? Like, you've got to inflict all ill will.
Yeah, I could see it if he was just hitting Luke flush, like he didn't want to keep going.
But he's like, look, yeah,
like the Gaethje, but.
I mean, if the fighter's
you got to keep going in that situation. Like Luke was blocking a lot of those.
You got to be like Masvidal. You got to be violent. There's got to be violence. Like make the fucking
super
ref
necessary.
Pull you off. It's
super necessary.
Yeah, super necessary. But yeah, that fight was 1-1 for sure going in the third round. And the third round starts. Both fighters there was definitely a slower pace when the fight started, and It was a close third round. I think. But I had it scored for Colares. I think
I did too.
You did.
I could have seen it go either way. We did have no, it was a unanimous 29-28.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's my thing with some of these judges. Like Luke Sanders had such a dominant first round, and Colares obviously won the second round, but it wasn't as dominant. It wasn't as dominant as Luke Sanders won the first round.
Right.
So when you have a close third round like that, how many judges do you think to say, well, Luke Sanders did more damage in the first, so I'll go ahead and give him this close round?
I don't know, man. I don't know what goes through these judges' heads.
I think they got it right on this fight.
They did,
but we'll get to a fight later on down the road where they got it dead wrong. But yeah, I have no beef with that. I really did think this was going to be fight of the night. But I hate you guys didn't get 50 extra K. I thought you deserved it, but it is what it is.
We move on to the middleweight division here. Andreas Michailidis versus KB Bueller. Huh?
Michelettes. He's Greek.
Michelettes.
I don't know, man. I don't know what accents.
I gave him all 3 rounds, dude.
I did too. I think what was the official judge on
it? Was
unanimous, but I think some people
30-27 on 2 cards, 29-28. Giving Bueller that 3rd round. That 3rd round was probably the closest.
Yeah. But I mean, this wasn't an exciting fight for me. I mean, Michelettes was fucking pressuring forward. He was walking Bueller down the whole fight.
Oh, it wasn't boring by no means. It was just. Yeah,
Bueller was on a bike the whole fight, just circling, and Michelettes, he would walk him down. As soon as he got close enough to throw a punch, he would unleash fucking haymakers. Now, there was never a solid punch thrown. I think there was a couple. I think Bueller caught Michelettes in the cup. Maybe, I think he caught him. I know he caught him once. Maybe twice.
Yeah.
I had Bueller picked in this fight. That was an instant regret.
I did good. I did good on the prelims. Yeah. Kind of sucked shit on the main card, but
I mean, there was nothing too exciting about this fight. I thought it was pretty clear cut. Michelettes won it, and
not much to really say.
He was going for the finish. I'll give him that.
Yeah, he wasn't coasting. He wasn't coasting in that 3rd round.
He never really landed a solid shot, but he was going for it. Where I feel like Bueller was. He was using his legs. I guess that's what he
in that 3rd round. Yeah,
that's what his advantage was his legs. But he didn't do enough. If you know you're down 2 rounds going to 3rd, you've got to go for it.
Go for broke.
You got to. I mean, this guy was 8-0 coming into UFC.
Yeah,
and he's lost his last 2. Since he's got to the UFC, he's 0-2. He's going to have to pursue it. He's got to go for it.
We move on to the women's strawweight division. Luma Lukbumi.
Lukbumi? Yeah, man, sure.
Sure. Taking on Sam Hughes.
She's got a weird nickname like Sam Page.
Sam Page. Yeah.
I mean, it's cool.
It's okay.
Whatever.
Not really much to say here either. I mean, Luma kind of. I don't know, man. I give her the 1st round. I give her the 2nd round.
Yeah.
3rd round. If you want to talk about somebody that kind of coasted, I'll say Luma kind of coasted in that 3rd round.
And that's how the judges saw it too. It was 29-28 on all the cards.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean I couldn't say it any better myself. I mean she won the 1st and the 2nd. She went for chokes when it got to the ground.
She mixed it up.
She did good.
I don't know. There's not much to say. She pretty much dominated any position she put Sam Hughes in.
She won the fight.
She won the fight at the end of the day. We'll move on here to Botello versus Luna. Carolina. I will take credit. I picked Carolina in this fight.
Carolina, yeah, man, good pick.
I picked her in this fight. I liked her for as short as her UFC debut or her last fight was. I liked her on the feet. It was Hebus, right? Who'd she fight?
No, it was Ariane Lipsky. That's the girl that called her the knee bar.
Yes.
We talked about that last week.
But for what it was, I liked what I saw out of Carolina in that fight.
You want to hear something
which made me take her?
I picked Carolina against Lipsky. I felt like an idiot. So last week I picked fucking. I picked fucking.
She loses the 1st round. Botello comes out guns blazing in the first round. Yeah, absolutely. Body locked on the ground.
And she cut her somewhere on the forehead. Yeah. And a lot of people thought Botello was the one bleeding because she had Carolina's blood all over.
Well,
she came back and rebounded in the 2nd and 3rd round.
Lesser fighters, would
have folded.
Yeah, would have folded.
That was great composure from Carolina.
Yeah, Carolina comes back and
held it together
and wins the next 2 rounds.
And she was a little emotional after the fight. Like you could tell, like she needed that. That was a big morale boost for her. I'm happy for her, and
it's her first UFC win.
She deserves it. For somebody who can take a punishment like that in the 1st round and not call it quits, like get back in there and rebound like that. That's awesome, man.
It once did have it for Botello. I don't agree with it. I guess he.
No. Look, I can see it being a split decision.
Because Botello 2nd round.
Yeah, I mean, I had it scored for Carolina. Myself.
Carolina came on strong in that.
Yeah, I had it scored for Carolina myself, but I could see a judge giving it to Botello. Not mad about it. I'm glad Carolina got the win because I thought she had the win too. So this next fight though, this was a fun fight.
This was a barn burner, man. Kai Kamaka versus T.J. Brown.
T.J. Brown wins via split decision. How many splits did we have on this card? Do you remember?
Man, it was 2.
There was 2 right there.
It was 2 or 3. I think it was 3. Well, then we had the draw.
A split draw. Yeah, so we had 2 splits and a split draw, but we'll get there.
How'd you score this, honest?
TJ Brown and Kamaka, we talked about this. We were texting Saturday.
Yeah.
I had it scored for Brown.
Okay.
No.
You had Kamaka.
I had it scored for Kamaka. You had it scored for Brown.
I had it scored for Brown. I picked Kamaka, but...
And I picked Brown.
Yeah, it was weird.
Brown.
We were opposite on both of those.
Both of these guys hurt each other in this fight.
One judge scored it 30-27.
That's where the shit gets fucked up.
Yeah.
And Kai Kamaka's agent came out, or manager came out and said that they're going to dispute this. They don't expect anything to get changed, but if that puts I don't remember how it's worded. It's something like, if this puts the judges to go in the front of a commission, a committee or something, and they have to explain their reasoning why they scored it this way, he said that's a win for us. That it has to ruin their day to go in there and spend their whole day, telling them why we scored it that way. That's
let me be clear here. They scored it 30-27 for Kamaka.
Yeah, the judge that scored it 30-27 had Kamaka.
Like
it was the other two had it 29-28 Brown.
There is no. And let me repeat, no way.
No fucking way.
Kamaka wins all 3 rounds. There's just no way, man. I mean, definitely the 3rd round. The 3rd round was 100% Brown.
I think it was it, okay. There was one round where Kamaka drops Brown. I think it was the 2nd. It might have been the 1st.
Maybe.
But I know that.
But Brown rocks Kamaka hard in the 3rd round.
Yeah. He noticed it. As soon as he heard him, he noticed it. He went for it, but he wasn't able to finish it. But I don't remember if it was the 1st, 2nd round. I think Kamaka drops Brown, and then when they get on the ground, Kamaka went for a Kimura, and it was deep.
It was deep.
It was deep.
A couple times.
Yeah, but Kamaka had it played right. Like he had the arm he was going for against the cage,
right.
And Brown wasn't able to torque it.
As much as
the
second one was more nasty.
I jumped out of my seat because I thought Brown was losing the fight. I was like, man, I need you to fucking win here, bro. Come on, get that shit. But yeah, man, I mean, this was another contention for fight of the night. I don't think it was. I don't think it had favorites over Luke Sanders Colares, which it doesn't matter because neither one of them got that bonus. But it was definitely a fun fight. I like both these guys. I think they got the potential to put on a show. So when you see TJ Brown or Kai Kamaka's name come up in the future, like just know to tune in because they're they put on a show.
Let's move on here. Controversial fight: Randa Marcos,
Luana Pinheiro. Pinheiro wins via disqualification.
Right.
Here.
Okay. So I'm gonna run it down here.
First round? It didn't go to the second.
It's first round.
Yeah.
So Pinheiro opens the round. This is grappler versus grappler type match.
Pinheiro was fucking hip tossing the fuck out of her.
Yes.
She was
I'm talking about Ronda Rousey-esque fucking judo, bro. Yeah.
Ronda who? Like Ronda wishes she was fucking ragged on a bitch.
No.
I know she did.
Dude, she's a fucking Olympian, dude.
I know that, man, but fucking Pinheiro was...
This was impressive, dude.
Hip tossing the fuck out of this girl.
So, but Randa, to her credit, was getting right back up.
Yeah.
And
every time.
So Pinheiro eye pokes Randa a couple times. Even opening up a cut over her eyelid.
She had to get stitches after the fight.
Right. We'll get into that after this. So I'm gonna run this down and then we'll get into the aftermath. And God dang, Shawnee. So fuck, dude. So Pinheiro's winning the fight, and at this point, and eye pokes Marcos. The fight stops, and the doctor checks Randa, and Randa immediately says, "Yes, I'm good to go."
No. She said, she gets up, and she said, and the doctor asked her, "Are you good?" And she said, he said, "Can you see?" And she said, "Yeah." Can I just have a minute? Like,
right.
Can I have a minute, or do I have to answer you right now? Is what she said.
Right.
It's like, and like I thought that was great, man, because like obviously it shows the heart of a champion. Like she doesn't want to say no. Like she obviously can't. Obviously her vision is fucking blurred at this point.
Fucked up at this point.
She doesn't want. She wants to have a minute to regain her vision. She don't want to say yes right then. But if you're going to put her in a corner and say we're going to stop this fight, then she's going to go ahead and say fuck it. Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, I can see.
So I thought that was great. Like, yeah, give her a minute. You should treat it like a nut shot. Give her a couple minutes.
Give her 5 minutes, but yeah,
I mean, if
and they've played it that way.
She can't.
They've played it that way in the past before.
But Randa asked is what I'm saying. Yeah. Usually it's the fucking doctor or whatever is like saying like this is how it is.
Right. Yeah. And this was Smith, right? Maury Smith. Anyways,
Mark Smith.
Yeah. My bad. Maury this week or Maury's Green. Fuck, I'm all fucked up. Anyways, Randa eventually, you know, I guess gets enough vision back and says she's good to go. Blitzes the shit out of Pinheiro, dude.
As soon as that fucking referee, she comes out of the gate fucking firing.
And after the fight, Randa goes, in this moment, she tells Pinheiro she's not leaving this octagon without a win. So there's a bit of a scramble here. And Randa is on bottom and has her foot almost fully extended and kind of like slaps or pushes Pinheiro.
I don't want to put it that way. I mean, it was a kick.
It was a kick, dude. But
it was definitely with the top half of her foot.
It was the top. It wasn't the heel.
It wasn't heel or, you know, it wasn't the meaty part of her foot.
Right. So, and Pinheiro falls back on her butt and then like, man, I don't want to use this word.
No, it wasn't that. The thing that got me is like Pinheiro falls back on her elbows first. It wasn't like a dead fall.
Yeah.
She falls back on her elbows to, you know, break her fall, and then she falls.
And then, like, looked at the ref and, like, threw her head back.
And even Paul Felder said something.
I mean, dude.
Was it Paul Felder?
Yeah, it was Paul Felder. I hate to be in this situation because it looks bad. And
if you talk shit, you look like a fucking dick.
You look like a fucking dickhead because I'm not a fighter. I've never been in a cage fight, dude.
I'm not either, but I know how it looked.
I can't speak on this. But this is what I can speak on. I've watched over fucking 5,000 fights in my life. I'm just throwing that number out there. I've seen so many fucking MMA fights. I know, I say I'm an expert, but dude, I've seen almost every situation in the sport. So, it looks bad because in the moment she goes, "Did I lose?" She asked, "Did I lose?" And if that's the case, and you don't know what fucking happened, then yes, all power.
And that's where Paul Felder took his words back. He's like, did she just ask, "Did I lose?"
But the way it looks is she fucking flopped.
The way
and she took the easy way out.
But that's
I hate to fucking be that guy.
No, but you're not the only guy that feels that way. I feel that way too. That's exactly how it looks. You never know unless you're the person in that moment, though. Right. But I mean, and the thing I just can't grasp my head around is why would she take the easy way out when she was dominating?
She was winning the fight.
She was dominating. And unless when Randa Marcos came back out there and said, "I'm not leaving here without a fucking win," she thought she was batshit crazy, like she was gonna fucking cut her or some shit. Unless she was scared for her life. I don't know why she would take the fucking easy way out, dude. Like she was dominating the fight. So I'm kind of torn between the two because it definitely looks like a fucking flop. Like maybe we need to get LeBron in here to tell us what it is. He would know better than anybody.
He would definitely know.
But
it just looks bad because like Randa, takes a fucking cut on her eyelid that takes fucking stitches and she shows,
like I said, she shows
the heart of a fucking champion, dude. So I don't know. And Pinheiro, I know you're a big fan of the podcast. If you're listening, we're not talking bad about you. We're just trying to call it like we see it.
Exactly, and that's exactly what it looked like. But we're not in your shoes. So maybe it's completely different.
We digress.
Do you think the UFC will run that fight back?
I don't know with Randa. I know she's going to have a job for as long as she wants a job. She's a veteran of the women's. Could easily be a pioneer of the women's.
She's fought
everybody, dude.
Everybody. And her record doesn't show it. Like she's 10-11 after Saturday.
Yeah.
She's lost to Mackenzie Dern, lost to Hebus. Always fucking R's fuck me up.
Torres.
She's beat Ashley Yoder, lost to Claudia Gadelia, beat Angela Hill.
Yeah.
She had a draw with Marina Rodriguez, who fights Saturday. Lost to Nina Ansaroff, a.k.a. Nunez. Lost to Alexa Grassos, beat Carla Esparza, who might be getting a fucking title shot. I mean,
she's been in there with everybody, dude.
She's fought the who's who, man. I mean,
I don't know, man. You could run it back.
Does Botello take the fight? I don't really know. Botello is that who we're
Pinheiro, bro.
Pinheiro. We just talked about Botello earlier.
Wow, bro. What are you drinking over there?
Bullet bourbon. I love this shit.
No free ads. Anyways, let's move on. Marib Davalavici versus Cody Staman.
Marab Davalishvili.
Whatever, dude.
Get to know this fucking name.
Tomato.
No, this dude is the next.
I know. I know exactly who the fuck he is, dude. I
know you do.
I just mispronounce his name, dude.
It's a hard name to pronounce if you don't know.
That's all right.
I mean, unless you're from fucking, what is he, Georgian or some shit?
I don't know.
Anyways. He beat...
Takes all 3 rounds.
Unanimous decision, no doubt about it.
All 3 rounds, dude.
You know what? I picked Davalavici last week. Davalishvili. I always say whatever. Davalishvili. I picked him.
You're on my ass, but you're fucking his name up too, dude.
Yeah.
Don't fucking throw stones.
I was closer than you, though.
Whatever, dude.
Oh, big bad wolf motherfucker. Stamen fought a better fight than I thought he would. I thought Davalishvili would have had to control this fight way more. By the end of the fight, 3rd round, he had it in the bag, but Staman, there were situations.
He was there.
Staman was in top position more than once in this fight.
Yeah, man. He was in the fight. I mean, he was giving it his all.
Yeah.
Even when, 2 rounds big.
But I think Davalishvili has the best gas tank in the UFC. Put him up there with Covington.
Yeah. I mean, it's Khabib-esque, dude.
Yeah, dude. I mean, this is fucking nonstop onslaught. And after the fight, he calls out Dominic Cruz.
Yeah, I like it, man. I like it. Let's move on to a fun.
No. I want to talk about that a little more. Like,
you got, big boy? Talk about
it. Does Dominic Cruz fight like that?
Yeah, why not? I mean, Cruz coming off a Casey Kenny fight. You could say, why would he take a Casey Kenny fight?
That's true. I mean, Davalishvili would be. It's already beaten Casey Kenny. So yeah,
I'm just saying. Like, Dom's not above it, dude. Dom's
cool.
Yeah, man.
Dom.
Dom's cool. Great analysis, dude. Dom's cool,
man.
Dom's cool, man. Sean Strickland, Kostov,
Joku,
185.
Sean Strickland beats
Middleweights.
him. Unanimous decision.
I don't know, man. I would
say I had this as I'm big on Sean Strickland, dude.
I am too. He didn't really impress me here.
No, and he said it after the fight. He said he wasn't happy with his performance. He wasn't impressed by it. He could have done more. He wasn't the slightest. He was very disappointed.
But in that,
that fight,
he won every round on my scorecard.
We talked about the Bueller-Micheladas fight earlier. Sean Strickland was walking forward the whole fight, and Joku was fucking on his bike running around.
He didn't take a step backwards.
The only thing I didn't like about Strickland is he had his hands lower than I would have liked him to, but he was walking forward the whole time, and he just, he picked his shots. There was no big shots, but he threw the shots he needed to throw when he needed to throw them, and he pretty much picked Joku apart here. I mean, it was, 30-27 down the board, right?
One score had 29-28.
Okay, well, I mean, whatever. He won the fight. Yeah.
There's not much to say. I mean, I want him in there. Let me throw this at you. Uriah Hall. Too soon?
I got one better.
Let's hear it.
Kevin Holland.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Kevin Holland needs to...
Sign me up. A stand-up fight.
Yes, he needs a stand-up fight.
Yeah, he needs a stand-up fight. Okay. I like it.
Kevin Holland, yeah. I had that plan to talk about before you even said it. But Sean Strickland was ranked 15 coming in this fight. I doubt this moved him up any. I can look real quick if I need to.
No, it's all good.
I doubt this moved him up any. But yeah, Kevin Holland, a guy that he'll jump in there whenever you tell him to jump. And the last 2 guys you put him against wrestled him.
Yeah,
I don't think Strickland's gonna wrestle Kevin Holland. So let these 2 bangers fucking bang it out.
Let's bang it out. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you could put that as a main event on a fight night.
A fight night card. Yeah.
And Sean Strickland moved up 4 spots here. He went to 11, and Holland's at 13. So yeah, why not?
Where's Uriah Hall?
8.
8. I like either one of those.
I think you could see Gaslam's at 9, so I think you could see that. You could see a Uriah Hall Gaslam.
Maybe.
Because, I mean, I know we talked about last week, Schwab said give Uriah Hall the title shot next. But
get the fuck out of here.
But after Israel Vittori, Whitaker's getting that title shot.
Yeah.
Between now and
then. Yeah,
you
can match up those 4 guys either way you want.
I know, but Hermansson's fighting Shabazian?
Yes.
And so what about Cannonier? Has he got anybody?
Cannoneer.
Probably gonna be Brunson. Cannonier's 4, Brunson's 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you're probably gonna end up seeing Uriah Hall fight Gaslam.
You'll see it,
or
yeah.
Uriah Hall, Darren Till, and then Sean Strickland is either gonna get like a Holland.
That's like the odd man out, Darren Till. I mean, he had a fight with Marvin Vettori, and it's like, dude, you could be fighting for the title right now.
No, did he fight Vettori?
He pulled out, and Holland.
It was Whitaker. Gaslam stepped in.
It was Marvin Vettori versus Till on
No.
ABC, and then Till got hurt, and Holland stepped in
Okay.
for Vettori.
I thought it was Whitaker Till and Gaslam stepped in.
It was Whitaker Costa.
Okay, you're exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
it was
my
Whitaker.
life. Yeah,
No,
you're right.
you're
You're
good.
right. You're right. I'm sorry.
Let's move on to some light heavyweights.
Yeah.
Ian Kuzala versus Dustin Jacob.
I had Kuzala.
I did
I
too.
think I had him. Yeah, first round knockout.
No, I'm saying I don't.
No,
I'm not talking about my picks, dude.
Yeah, I was.
Because I had him. I had it 2-1 Kuzala. That first round is a 10-8.
For sure.
If we're throwing 10-8s out for like,
if we're giving 10-8s out like candy, like
yeah,
that was
that's a 10-8, dude.
You know.
I mean, fuck.
But yeah, it was a 10-8 for sure.
I just, man, I don't know.
He was gone after that first round though.
He was gassed. He was pretty fucked up.
He couldn't even throw a takedown. You know, he couldn't even shoot for a takedown in the second round.
I want to go back and watch it. That first round. I meant to do it today, and I just
the first round
busy at work. But
first round.
Well, I watched the whole fight, but I want to see. That first round is a 10-8. In the moment, that's a fucking 10-8. I don't know what else is.
No, I agree with you.
But I don't know. I don't know how they scored this shit.
But I mean, and he rebounded. Like I know that, and
he did.
I think the thing that made me feel like it was a 10-8 is how many times did the fucking ref tell Jacoby, get your fingers out of the cage, stop grabbing the cage. He had to tell him, like, dude, I thought he was gonna take a point. He told him fucking 4 or 5 times, dude. I know.
Yeah.
Like, get your fingers out of the cage. Get your fingers out of the cage. Like who? If he would have never put his fingers in the cage, I think Kudalaba probably could have stopped that fight. Yeah, but you can't rely on that. You can't rely on that. But
to Jacoby's credit, he came back, dude.
Oh,
and
yeah,
he was solid in rounds 2 and 3.
And yeah, I thought he was going to finish the fight before it was all said and done, but he didn't.
I scored Kuzalaba in the 3rd round, so I gave Kuzalaba 10-8, Jacoby the 2nd round,
and then a 10-9 again. Yeah.
Kuzalaba in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
So I had it 29-27.
Yeah.
So
I think I had it 20. I think I had it the draw. I think I had it 28-28.
Okay.
I thought Jacoby won the 2nd and 3rd.
2nd and 3rd.
But I mean either way, I mean, I'm not mad at it.
I'm not. It's not a bad decision,
but it's a shitty way because, you know, we recorded last week before the weigh-ins or anything. I'm sure y'all have seen the weigh-ins. Like Kudalaba and Dana White's a fucking. Does that make Dana White a hypocrite over what he said about Sean Shelby and Jakar Close, Jeremy Stevens?
Yeah, where you at, Dana?
Yeah, where you at, Dana?
Where you at, Dana?
He said he should have stayed.
You know, Kutalaba's kind of a fucking loose cannon.
Yeah, he's a sort of tick, but
straight up. I mean,
at least at the weigh-ins, he's a fucking lunatic. But yeah, man, where the fuck you at, Dana? So yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I wish it would have been a more clear cut.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a fight they'll run back.
No,
I don't think
because Kuzalaba, Jacoby wasn't even supposed to be in this fight.
Yeah, he took it on short notice.
So
who was it supposed to be? You remember?
Man, I know you was gonna ask me.
Brought
it up. Yeah,
you brought it up. Yeah, I was gonna ask you.
It was fuck. Anyways, fuck.
I'll find out. Keep on talking.
God dang it!
I'll find out.
No, that's all I had on that. Let's go to the featherweight division. Chiga Chikadze versus Cub Swanson.
Hey man,
I was excited for this one.
Who'd you take in this fight? You remember?
I took Cub. I thought he was rejuvenated, man. But
Dude,
for the time he was in there. I mean, I know it was only 1 minute, but still.
Giga Chikadze.
Liver shot.
Giga? It's got
Giga
Chikadze, dude. He fucking
liver kick, dude. And followed up with punches. I mean, that's all you can say. I mean, there's only a minute left. There's only a minute.
Kudalaba was supposed to fight Devin Clark. Clark withdrew. So
okay.
To clarify that area right there. So, yeah, I mean, Jacoby took that fight like on a week's notice, too. So,
anything to add on this Chikadze? I mean,
yeah, man. Dude, Giga's kick
to the liver.
To the thing is like.
Put that on a T-shirt.
The ref, who was it? Herb? I don't know who it was.
Anyways.
Hold on, I got it pulled up, man. It was fucking Jason Herzog. Like, he didn't stop it from the kick. And when Giga goes to jump on Swanson, like, Swanson's fucking liver is so fucked up. Like, he can't even cover his face.
Yes,
like,
he's just like,
fuck, man. It's like when you fucking go to Taco Bell after a hard weekend and you can't do nothing but shit. It's like, fuck. Please, God, if there's anything you can fucking do, like, just stop this pain. Yeah, I mean, yeah, dude. And then after the fight, he calls out Max Holloway. And then, he calls out Max.
He calls out Max first, and then
originally he calls out Max, and he says, "Or anybody that's he's beat."
Maybe the guy you beat.
Maybe the guy you beat.
Maybe the guy you beat.
Yeah, dude, I like that.
Yeah,
so, yeah,
Calvin Cato. Calvin Cato.
I love it, dude. Calvin Cater. I love it.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I mean, I like it as far as the fight,
but featherweight rankings.
It doesn't make sense. I don't think it makes sense.
All right, so who do you like? All right, so Burgos is fighting. Who the fuck is Burgos fighting coming up? Fuck.
Zombie. No, that's Ige.
No, that's Ige.
Yeah.
So you got top 15. You got Bryce Mitchell at 12. Sodi Yusuf, who just lost to Arnold Allen, he's at 11. And Giga Chikadze moved up to 10. Moved up 4 spots to 10.
Give me Chikadze Allen.
No, Allen's got a fight, I think. Maybe.
Arnold Allen? No.
No.
He just fought.
Okay, yeah, I can dig it. But I want to. Burgos is fighting next week or the week after, dude. He's fighting somebody. Who the fuck?
We need a stat boy.
Who the fuck is Shane Burgos fighting?
Look it up while we go get into this fight.
Don't get into the fight yet. Just stall for a minute, dude.
No, we don't fucking stall on this podcast, dude. Anyways.
You're stalling right now. Appreciate it, bro.
Dominic Reyes versus Yui. What you got, dude?
Shane Burgos is fighting Edison. I'm quick like that, baby. I done got good at this shit. Shane Burgos is fighting Edison Barbosa.
Edison? Edson,
I'm sorry.
Thomas Edison Barbosa.
Edson Barbosa is fighting Shane Burgos. So, yeah, I mean, I could see Giga fighting the winner of that fight. Unless you want to give him to Arnold Allen, but you could also say that
I'm high on Arnold Allen, dude.
But you could say he could fight Cater.
Let's fucking Cater. It wants the guy that said I'm not going to fucking fight anybody lower ranked than me.
Yeah, Rodriguez. He's ranked number 3.
I'm sorry, Cater. You got to start.
Yeah, Rodriguez. Where the fuck you at, bro?
Where the fuck you at, bro?
Fuck Justin Gaethje.
Shit.
Where the fuck you at, bro?
Dude? Shit.
We miss you.
All right, Dominic Reyes.
Main event.
Motherfucker, that's what I'm. Dominic Reyes versus Yair Prochazka.
Yair Rodriguez? Yuri.
Yair.
I was talking about Yair. Yuri Prochazka. Who did you pick in this fight, Anthony?
I picked Reyes, dude. I
know.
I already said that on the podcast, dude. Fuck you, man.
I just wanted to hear it again.
You act like he's a bad pick, dude. He was hitting Prochazka.
Dude, this fight, man. Prochazka.
Dude, he's the fucking Terminator.
Say it, yeah. I wanted you to say it because that is a perfect analogy for this guy.
He just ate everything.
Reyes was hitting him with fucking clean shots. Reyes was tagging him, and he was tagging Reyes too. Like that dude. All right, so let me go ahead and throw it out there. This fight won fight of the night over Sanders and Clares, who I just think was happening, and then Prochazka got performance of the night. Prochazka's ability to eat fucking shots is something I don't know if I've ever seen before.
Right.
Like, dude, like he is the anti-Chuck Liddell. Like, fucking feed me more. Just punch me in the chin until I drop. I don't know if this guy, his chin's got to be made out of fucking. No, dude. What is vibranium? You know, the fucking Black Panther shield thing, the toughest metal in the world. All right, maybe I got a little geeked out there. But yeah. There was a moment in the second round where Reyes was on the ground and he hits Prochazka with an up kick, and Prochazka falls. I was like, "Oh shit, that hurt him!" But no, dude, it didn't fuck him up. His body language made it seem like he was like it fucking caught him. But Prochazka was like, "Whatever, fuck it." You know, he bounced back from it, and then he gets Reyes up against the cage and he throws an elbow. He throws a right elbow that Reyes blocked, and then he comes back with a
spinning
back elbow with his
some
left
Mortal
elbow.
Kombat shit, dude.
Dude, his timing is so fucking unique. It's nothing I've ever seen before in.
He's he's out of a video game, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after the fight, he credits his fucking hair for the win. For the
fucking crazy too. I can't wait for him and Blachowicz.
I don't know the Czech Republic down there, dude, but goddamn.
Him and Blachowicz, sign me up, dude. I'm a believer.
I guess you're saying Blachowicz is beating Teixeira.
Yeah, I don't want to be disrespectful to Uncle fucking Glover, but damn.
So that's the knock though. Okay, so Prochazka wins, knocks out Reyes round 2, spinning back elbow, devastating knockout. That's the knock though. Is this is his second fight in the UFC, second knockout. That, you know, people are saying like, does he deserve a title shot? He's different, man. He's a fucking different breed. Like I give him the title shot. I would say give him the title shot. How do you feel?
Just put a rocket to him. I mean, what has he got to prove?
I mean, some people are saying he should fight Rakic
or Santos or what? But I mean, what has he got to prove? I mean, I don't know, man. I think he deserves it. I mean,
yeah. I think I would fucking watch that all day long. But Reyes, on the other hand, like, you've got to feel for that guy. Like,
yeah,
you're talking about a guy who shot up the UFC rankings to a 12-0 record. You know, and like, what was he, 12-0, 9 finishes or something crazy like that. And he
gives John the fight of his life.
Yeah, he gives John the closest fight to date that John's ever had. Then he loses to Jan.
Santos split decision.
Yeah,
but
I would say the Reyes fight was closer, even if it wasn't a split decision.
Right,
like, Reyes gave him a tougher fight.
Yeah,
you know, and then then after the Jones fight, that title gets vacated. So it's him and Blachowicz for the title. Blachowicz exposes him, knocks him out, and then you fight Prochazka here and lose. It's just hard, man. It's hard to watch a fighter at Dominic Reyes' caliber just lose 3 straight like that, especially the last 2.
It was hard to watch. Man.
It makes me wonder what's next for him. Like, all right, I asked you, like, what was next for Anthony Smith? We said maybe run Thiago Santos back because they fought at middleweight.
Yeah. I'm
kind of thinking I'm more interested in the Dominic Reyes Anthony Smith fight now.
Yeah. I don't know what you do with Dom, man. He's a gamer. I mean, I'm not saying like, oh, he should retire. I mean, he's losing to the best of the best, man. Fighters go through it, man.
But if you do that, if you do an Ant Smith Dominic Reyes, then you got Rakic sitting out there. So I don't know if you can make Rakic fight fucking Dominic Reyes right here. Right. I don't know.
All right, let's move on here.
There was something else I wanted to bring up there, but I can't fucking remember. I done forgot.
You'll think of it, man. Let's get into this card Saturday. Officially headlined by Marina Rodriguez versus Michelle Waterson. There was some back and forth there. We didn't know officially who was going to headline this card after Dillashaw had to pull out.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask you. I'm glad you said that. So, after the knockout Saturday with Prochazka, what's your knockout of the year so far? Is it that?
No, that.
It's over Sandhagen's knockout
flying knee over Frankie. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no.
I mean, those are definitely top 2 at this point. At this point in the year. I mean, today is May 4th?
May the 4th be with you, bro.
I'm so tired of hearing that shit.
I know. I fucking hate it.
God damn, man.
I fucking hate it, dude.
I did. I went to work today and I told the guys, I said, y'all ready to hear all this gay-ass Star Wars shit? And if you guys are Star Wars fans that listen,
all power to you, dude. We like fucking.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's just y'all wear this May the 4th shit out, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah,
like
you're taking Prochazka's spinning back elbow,
and it may be recency biased. You know, it may be, but
we may look back at this in September and say, yeah, those are still the 2 best knockouts.
Probably. But, I mean,
so what's a more impressive knockout?
Those are the 2.
Prochazka spinning back elbow or Buckley's spinning back kick to Kuzala?
Man, putting me on the spot. Probably the spinning back Buckley.
Yeah,
I mean
I think so. It's just the one. It's like hitting the lottery, man.
Hey man, let's put respect on his name. Usman's up there for KO of the year too, dude.
Yeah, but dude, that Sandhagen knee at the time, like you've never seen Frankie Edgar knocked out like that.
When have you seen Masvidal knocked out like that?
That's true.
And Brian Ortega knocked Edgar out. So, I mean, anyways, let's get into this fucking card. We're at an hour here already. Let's go top to bottom. That's how I want to do it this week.
That's fine. I can adjust.
So
on the fly.
So like I mentioned earlier, Rodriguez versus Waterson, they're gonna fight at flyweight, not strawweight. They're gonna fight at 125, not 115. Do you think that favors any specific fighter?
No, I think both of these cats are decision fighters. I think you could say. I mean, Waterson's 18-8 with 9 submission wins. Rodriguez is 13-1-2 with 6 KO wins. And her only loss is to Carla Esparza via split decision. So, I'm sure there's people out there that would argue that was... I'm curious to see how these women... This has got... I don't know if this is true, but I'm assuming this is both of their first 5-round fight.
No, Waterson's been a main event before.
She fought Angela Hill. That's right. That was her last fight, Angela Hill.
Right.
I'm gonna take Rodriguez here, but it's solely based off what she did to Amanda Hebus her last time out.
Me too.
And I'm not a fan of Waterson. I didn't think she beat Angela Hill. I thought Angela Hill won that fight.
Yeah.
And you can argue me whatever. Fuck it. Sean Dog B at Twitter.
But you could argue she beat Esparza split decision.
That's true. 75% of the public's on Rodriguez, 72% decision.
Minus 215 favorite for Rodriguez. Slight underdog.
Plus
Waterson's plus 165 on the underdog side.
I'm really, but the fight fan in me, the person I am, I'm really hoping Rodriguez knocks her out. I'm not a Waterson fan, man.
I like Waterson, dude. She's an exciting fighter.
That's an unpopular opinion. She's
an exciting fighter, and she's hard to finish too. I like. I like Rodriguez for on a decision, man. That's not a stretch of the imagination how that may turn out. Let's move. Anything else on the main event?
That's all I got.
We move on. The legend Donald Cowboy Cerrone stepping in again, or Alex Moreno stepping in against on very short notice against Cowboy. I gave you a little, hint there at the beginning of the pod. I like Moreno in this spot, man. Plus 135. I think it's great fucking value. He looked great.
I do too.
He looked great against Pettis, dude. I mean, not great. He lost the fight, but he looked like he belonged. If that makes sense.
I think if you can argue anything for Cerrone here, which he's 0-4, technically 0-5 in his last 5. He lost that Price fight. But the thing is that Price fight was his first fight back at 170 in a while. Maybe that helps him here because he's been preparing for Diego.
But to play devil's advocate here, Cowboy has lost to Ferguson, Gaethje, Connor, Pettis.
Yes, he's lost to top tier talent.
Top tier talent.
And his loss before those were Leon Edwards and Darren Till at welterweight. So,
he went on that run. Once he became Daddy Cowboy, he went on that run, and we were talking about him possibly fighting for a title if he beat Ferguson. So let's not write Cowboy off just yet.
I hope.
The thing about this fight is, where is Alex Moreno?
I mean, his resume is not impressive.
It's not.
He's
lost to Chaos and lost to Anthony Pettis. Those are his bigger fights.
If he can get this fight to the ground and get Cowboy to the ground, as long as he can stay away from submissions, he'll win this fight. That's what I think, at least. For the sake of the sport, I hope Cerrone wins. For the sake of betting, though, I'm probably going to bet Moreno.
Me too.
I hate it, man. You can't be a UFC fan and not love Cowboy.
No.
And if you are a UFC fan and you don't like Cowboy, then
you're just a hater.
You're
just a hater, dude.
Hater.
We go to the Battle of Neils here. Neil Magny versus Jeff Hands of Steel Neal. Shawnee, where does Hands of Steel rank?
I love it for that last name.
Yes.
Dude, fuck you, man. I was going to fucking ask you that. That was my question to ask you, bro. You weren't supposed to ask me.
All right. Let me ask you this. The Haitian Sensation. How about that?
Who's that?
That's Neil Magny.
The Haitian sensation.
Sounds like a fucking R&B fucking guy.
It sounds like a Kamaru Usman who's American and claims to be from another fucking part of the country just because they seem it would be cool or something. But whatever. That's none of my business.
Yeah. Anyways, God dang it, Shawnee.
It's not even loud, bro.
Yeah, dude, it is. I'm listening on the headphones.
Neil Magny's 24-8. Jeff Neal's 13-3. Jeff Neal's got 8 KOs. Neil Magny does in this fight, though. He's got the experience advantage and he's got a 5-inch reach advantage. And 65% of the public's with Neil Magny. And this was a surprising fact. 69% of that 65% is got Magny by KO. I was surprised, man, just because, like, Jeff Neal's last fight was Wonder Boy in December. I think it was the last fight card of the year. And it was a mollywhopping, like, Stephen Thompson was fucking... There was no doubt Stephen Thompson won every round.
But Neal was coming off a long layoff.
Dude, Jeff Neal was coming off of fucking sepsis and, like, heart failure.
Yeah.
Dude, it was something crazy. Like, this is the first time we're going to see Jeff Neal healthy, and I don't know when. Like...
probably going on 18 months.
What are the odds on this fight?
Jeff Neal minus 190, and then Neil Magny returns at a plus 165.
Yeah, so the value's on Neil Magny here, but like I'm really rooting for Jeff Neal.
I like Jeff Neal in this spot.
You do?
Knockout.
I'm hoping that he's healthy. I'm hoping that this is a telltale fight to say, like, okay, I'm back, bitches. That Wonder Boy fight was me getting my feet on the ground again and bouncing back. But, I mean, if anybody's got the experience, you know, there's nothing Jeff Neal's going to throw at Neil Magny that I don't think Neil Magny's ever seen before.
Right. Magny hasn't been knocked out in over 2 years. Ponzinibbio knocked him out. So, and you know, in Magny's career, he's been tough to stop. But I like Neal here, like you said, full camp, fully healthy again. I think he rights his wrong against Wonder Boy.
How do you see him winning?
Knockout. That's what I just said.
You think Jeff Neal wins knockout?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
I'm gonna take just for my official pick. I'm gonna take Jeff Neal decision, but I'm gonna bet Neil Magny probably on Saturday. I'm probably gonna parlay Magny as a pick just because he's an underdog now. Maybe I could see these odds changing too. So
yeah, we're recording this on Tuesday, so these odds may change by Friday.
But yeah, I mean, as long as Neil Magny stays plus money, I'll bet him. I'll put money on him. I'll put a unit or two on him. Next fight.
Moving on with the big boys, man. Marie Green.
Hey, bro. This is our first card with a heavyweight fight on it, and I swear to God, it's like 3 cards. Like, the last 2 cards has not had a heavyweight.
Right.
Since what,
Arlovsky. On the Whitaker.
Arlovsky, Chase Sherman. Yeah, that's like the last heavyweight fight.
The Crochet Boss taking on Marcos Rodrigo de Lima.
Rogero de Lima.
The Crochet Boss, dude. Thoughts?
I think he loses. End of thoughts.
You're fucking drunk. De Lima minus 190. Green a fucking slight underdog here at plus 160. I like De Lima here, not by knockout.
I'm gonna piggyback you, dude.
Green lost to fucking Greg Hardy, and Hardy,
dude, that's my fucking notes, bro.
And Greg Hardy sucks, dude.
Bro, that's in my fucking notes. I swear to God. My fucking
all right, dude, flick the paper really loud so everybody hears it at home. Fuck
you, man. My notes. Here's my notes. Maurice Green's 9-5 with 2 KOs and 5 subs. De Lima 17-7-1, 12 KOs, 3 subs. But 5 out of his 7 losses are submissions, and that's where the crochet boss. That might be why I'm a hater.
The thing about De Lima is he's going to have to get inside on Green. Green has
6 inches taller and 7-inch reach advantage.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing that stands out on my fucking thing is that Green had lost to Greg Hardy. Fuck. That's a red flag. Dude, we've talked. If anybody's listened to podcasts before, we know that we're fucking Greg Hardy haters. Like, God damn, dude. I mean, you could have a fucking resume of Kamaru Usman, and if you got a fucking loss to Greg Hardy on there, like, you're banished. You're fucking done, son. But, yeah, other than that, if you look at DeLima's record in recent history, he's win-loss, win-loss, win-loss. I want to say he's due for a win here. So I'm going to ride with that. I'm going to say he gets the win. And that's pretty well all I got to say.
Yes,
as long as he can stay away from any kind of submission
right.
from Green, that's where Green has the advantage.
Mm-hmm.
But I think DeLima's going to knock him out. I think Mars Green's somewhat of a little bitch. I hope you don't listen. I don't mean that as ill will towards you, but you've acted like a little bitch, dude, in the past. So I'm sorry.
All right, man. Let's move on here before Maurice Green fucking knocks on Johnny's door and beats his ass. Let's move on to a fight I'm really fucking excited about.
What's he going to do, choke me?
Oh, my God, dude. You'd probably like it. Let's get back on track here, dude. All right, let's be professionals, dude. All right. Diego Ferreira versus Gregor Gillespie, dude.
Potential fight of the night.
I fucking love Gillespie, dude. I know he had a setback against Kevin Lee. That was just a crazy fucking knockout over a year ago. He didn't fight during the pandemic,
He was supposed to fight
dude.
Riddell a couple months ago, and that fight got postponed due to COVID.
I was super bummed out, dude.
Yeah,
I just love Gillespie, dude. I'm a big fan of him. Both these fighters are 4-1 in their last 5. Gregor Gillespie's minus 185 on the money line. Ferreira coming back at plus 150. Shawnee, break it down for us.
I love the value on Ferreira here. I do, man. I mean,
I see it.
He fought in February and lost to Dariush. Dariush is not a bad loss. Dariush is getting ready to fight fucking Tony Ferguson here. And it was a split decision loss against Dariush. Mind I say that. Gillespie's coming off a loss, like you said, against Kevin Lee, which was a head kick. I mean, it happens. It's not a fun way to lose. But it's a little over a year ago now. So Ferreira is definitely the fucking fresher.
How you say it? How you say it?
Ferreira.
Ferreira.
I mean, he's definitely the fresher fighter, and he was on a 6-fight win streak before he lost to Dariush. There, he's got 7 sub wins.
Pettis.
Yes, a sub over Pettis, but like Anthony was saying, Gregor Gillespie, the pressure from this guy, the wrestling from this guy.
I'm a big fan.
If you're picking Ferreira here, like you've got to be thinking like some kind of submission off the bat.
Absolutely.
Like,
I think Gregor's good enough to escape all those. His ground game's not bad by any means.
He's definitely a favorite for a reason. Like, I mean, you don't take a year, almost a little over a year off and still come back against a fighter like Ferreira and be the favorite unless you're worthy of it. The smart pick is Gillespie here. I'm a dumbass. I'm going with Ferreira, and I hadn't seen the odds yet. The odds hadn't came out yet. Ferreira about a submission, but
I wouldn't do that, Sean.
No, I'm not. I don't have that pick, but I do have Ferreira. I've got 1 unit on Ferreira, and I'm probably gonna parlay like him and a Magni or him or something like that. But he's my pick. Ferreira's
I'm not mad at it, dude. I feel like you need to piggyback on your girl in this next fight because you love her.
Hold on, tell me what your thoughts are. You didn't tell me what your pick is with Gillespie.
Well, I think decision.
Gillespie.
Yeah.
I mean that's the.
I'm gonna take the chalk. Yeah.
And I'll stand by that. That's the right pick. But for betting purposes, there's more value to me on Ferreira.
There's definitely more value, but I don't want to be the guy that wakes up Sunday morning and says, I bet it against Gillespie because I think the sky's the limit for this guy.
You're right. You're exactly right. And Kevin Lee's, having a loss to Kevin Lee is not a bad thing.
No. We move on here. Strawweight.
Hold on. Yeah, I mean, like you said, 71% of the public's on Gillespie and 79% of that has some decision. So you fall in that category.
Okay. Let's move on to the women's strawweight division. Amanda Hebos comes back, returns against Angela Hill. Angela Hill fought less than a month ago, or a little bit more than a month ago, against Ashley Yoder. Got the win there.
And Heba's last fight was the main event. Marina Rodriguez at the Conor McGregor-Poirier.
Right.
And you could say Hebus was winning that fight up to the point where she got hit.
Yeah, that was a good fight. Hebus, the thing about Hebus is, and a guy, one of the listeners on Instagram, kind of, we were talking Sunday, like previewing this card. The way Hebus gets you down is she just bull rushes you. and she doesn't set her takedowns up. And that was a great point. I know you listening. Angela Hill, she's not gonna see anything. Hebus is not going to show her anything that Hill has not already seen.
No.
I know
Hill's
I stumbled over my words there,
Hill's a vet, dude.
But Hill's a vet. She's been in there with every big name in the division. Hebus, this is the big test for Hebus. Is she the real deal, or is she a flash in the pan? I tend to think she's the real deal.
She's only 27 years
She's
old.
only 20. Yeah, but I think this fight is more of a even fight. If we're looking at odds wise, this should be a coin flip. So I like Hill on the plus 145 side.
Did you mention? Yeah, I was about to say. Did you mention the odds?
Yeah, I like Hill getting the plus money here at 145. Hebus, you would have to lay 175 to win 100. I just don't like laying that much chalk in this situation. I like Hill, the veteran. I wouldn't be surprised if Hebus does win the fight. But I'm picking Hill here by decision. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's the smart pick.
Dude, you just make me feel like an ass because you know better than anybody that I'm like the biggest Angela.
You love Hill.
I'm the biggest Angela Hill homer there is out there.
And you're taking Hebus.
Maybe besides my boy Greg, he loves Angela Hill too. Yeah, I mean Hebus is 10-2, and both of her 2 losses are KOs, which I think that plays into Angela Hill's fucking favor. And Angela Hill's last 2 losses are split decision against Waterson and Gedalia, which you could argue, which I already said earlier when we were talking about Waterson, I thought Angela Hill won that fucking fight. And if you look at Angela Hill's resume, like she's a former Invicta champion, she only loses to names.
Right.
And if you want me to go through them, sure, I will. Waterson, Gedalia, Waterson, Gedalia, and that was both in 2020. I can't say her name. She's a title contender, Zia Nanyan.
Yeah. I think you nailed it.
Yeah, Ronda Margos, Courtney Casey, Nina Nunez, Jessica Andrade, Rose Namajunas, Tisha Torres. Those are her most recent losses, dating all the way back to fucking 2015.
Yeah.
The problem with that is I think Amanda Hebus is one of them fucking names. She's a future one of them names, dude. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah. This is a fun fucking fight. Dude.
I had Hebus picked in that Marina Rodriguez fight, and like I said, just. You could argue she was winning that fight up to the point where she got fucking hit. Now, that bears the question. If Hill was fighting Rodriguez right here, who would you take?
If what now? I'm sorry?
If Angela Hill was fighting Rodriguez, who would you take?
I'd take Rodriguez. But I had Rodriguez over Hebus.
Right. So you did. And 73% of the public's with the Hebus here, 62% decision. Man, like you said, there's nothing Hebus can throw at Angela Hill that she's never seen before. But I'm still going to roll with Hebus here, and I think she pulls it off with a submission. Somewhere, some way, I think she finds a submission.
When's the last time Hill has been submitted?
Hill's got 9 losses, and only two of them are submissions. She's never been knocked out. 2 of them submissions, 7 decisions. Last time she's been submitted, Random Marcos in 2019 got her with an armbar.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I think it's a possibility. I don't know what the odds are on that. I don't know. I wouldn't even say I'm gonna bet Hebus
by submission,
but I'll look once FanDuel puts out the Hebus by submission line.
It's not a bad prop.
I'll consider it.
It's not a bad prop. I could definitely see it happening. I'm not trying by me taking Hill. I'm not trying to bash Hebus. I think this
is definitely my favorite woman fight of the night, even over the main event.
Yeah, me too.
I love both these girls. Moving on
to the big nasties, Ben Rothwell versus Felipe Lins. Man, I don't know, dude. This is a coin flip fight. Talking about coin flip fights.
I don't like it, man.
I do, man. I think Rothwell wins this fucking fight.
I do too, but I'm not a Ben Rothwell fan.
I'm not either. I don't know. He's a psycho. He's a fucking psycho.
He's weird, man.
He's a weird guy, but that doesn't take away from the fact he'll fucking turn your lights out at any fucking moment.
And I briefly looked at this fight earlier. Like Ben Rothwell's 38-13. He's got 28 knockouts. That's a fucking ridiculous number unless you're fucking Prochazka. Felipe Lins is 14-5. Like Ben Rothwell's been doing this. If you look at the records, you would think Ben Rothwell's been doing this shit since fucking Felipe Lins was a child, but
they're only 4.
Yeah,
he's only
they're
4
not,
years
there's
old.
not a big fucking age difference. Ben Rothwell only has 4 KO losses, so I don't. Ben Rothwell only has 4 KO losses, so I don't see him getting knocked out. Felipe Lins is 14-5, and guess how many KO losses this motherfucker has? 4. The same amount as Ben Rothwell, but Ben Rothwell has more than twice as many losses as this cat. So yeah, I mean, 78% of the public's on Rothwell, 62% by decision.
Rothwell KO.
Dude, I don't.
I'm just gonna. Yeah, I don't love it either.
I don't like heavyweight fight. I don't like picking heavyweight fights
never
to
know.
go to a decision. But if I have to pick, I'm going to follow the crowd and take Rothwell decision.
By decision. That's the public.
Is
Rothwell by decision?
62%. Yeah, 78% of the public's on Rothwell, and 62% of that 78 is Rothwell by decision.
I go Rothwell knockout.
I like it. But what was Lynn's last fight? He got knocked out by somebody.
Tanner Bozier.
That's it. You're all over it, dude.
Yeah, I love Bozier.
That's why you are where you are, and I'm where I'm at.
What does that mean?
That means you better than me.
Oh my god. Anyways, I'm excited about this next fight too. Middleweight division. We were supposed to see it a couple weeks ago. I think at the Masvidal Usman card, or I don't know. Fuck. No, maybe the Whitaker. I don't know. Maybe. Phil Hawes, Kyle Dawkins. Man.
I know I've said this more than once.
Dawkins minus 140 on the money line. Hawes coming back at plus 120. Both guys are shit. Fuck. I lost my train of thought, dude. Phil Hawes 5-0 in its last 5. Kyle Dawkins 4-1 with the loss coming to Brendan Allen. Was a fantastic fight. I like Dawkins in this fight, but I could see Hawes getting the W as well. I know that's kind of like sandbagging, like I don't know.
Here's my thing: is I like the value on Hawes. Like right now, he's plus 20, but come Friday,
120.
What?
120.
What did I say? Plus.
You said 20? Plus 20.
Okay, well, yeah. All right, he's plus 120, but come Friday, like I could see, the public. I feel like I could see this fight take Dawkins.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: if this fight gets to the ground, Dawkins is going to show Phil Hawes a world he's probably never seen before. Even though Phil Hawes is the older fighter, he's not more experienced than Dawkins is. So,
well, I mean, they got the same number of fights.
That's
what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Just as far as like opponent?
Age. Dawkins is a lot younger. I want to say he's a lot younger than Phil Hawes, but they're both got the identical records almost. But Dawkins is only his sole loss is against Brendan Allen, which that's not a bad loss at all whatsoever. But
who has he beat?
Dawkins hasn't fought a stand-up fighter like Phil Hawes has, or he hasn't fought a stand-up fighter as Phil Hawes before.
Right.
Other than Brendan Allen, Dawkins hadn't fought a name, you could say. So. Phil Hawes is 10-2, got 7 KOs and 2 subs. And
beat Jacob Malkoun in his UFC debut. Yeah. And Malkoun just dominated
Al Hassan, which wasn't, whatever.
Right. I lean Dawkins here, but like I said, I don't have a strong opinion about it. I just want to be a fight fan and watch this shit.
And I think Dawkins wins the fight too, but I'm picking Hawes. But this is the thing I don't like is this is the closest fight I have on Tapology's percentages. Yeah. 54% of the public, so it's pretty much a 50-50 fight. 54% of the public on Hawes, 56% of that by KO. This is my fight of the night pick. It's
not.
If Hawes can stay away from a takedown or stay, if Hawes can stay off his back, I think he's going to clip Dawkins. I think he's going to hit Dawkins away. Dawkins has never been hit before and win this fight.
It's a hot take. But it's not a bad take. I like it. I'm going to go with the Neals as my fight of the night. I don't know if I said that earlier. Jeff Neal Magny. Let's move on to the...
I just hope Jeff Neal is 100% healthy. I hope he's fucking healthy and ready to go. Because I really do not believe that he was 100% healthy in that Wonder Boy fight.
Yeah. Let's move on to the Featherweight Division. Mike Trizano Trizano, the
Trizano,
Lone Wolf,
yeah. Mike Trizano.
versus Ludovit Klein. Klein? There's a L. Klein.
I'm going to say Ludovit Klein.
Ludovit Klein, the Mr. Highlight out of Slovakia Republic. Slovakia. Minus 250 favorite.
This is my biggest lopsided fight of the night.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know much about him. I know he fought Shane Young in his UFC debut.
Head kicked him, didn't he?
Yeah. Head kick. I don't know anything about this Trizano guy.
He's 8-1 and he's coming off his
Grant
only loss.
Dawson.
Grant
I don't remember
Dawson.
that fight.
Well, Grant Dawson.
Fought Luis Pena.
Yeah, he's coming off his first loss. He's a tough 27 winner. He won tough 27. But this is the kicker, man. For me, this is his first fight.
Okay. He fought. Okay, I remember him from Tough. Now.
This is his first fight in 2 years.
Really, I didn't know that.
And Klein is a motherfucker. Apparently, he's 17-2. He's got 8 KOs and 8 submissions. Like he can do it all. 90% of the public's on Klein.
I'll take him by knockout.
77% by knockout.
I'll take him by knockout.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride the boat on that. Who knows? I don't know if this is worth betting or not. I didn't write it down on my bet sheet.
I would assume he's minus money on knockout for knockout.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna say too. Those odds ain't come out on FanDuel yet, so I might parlay Klein with like a Rodriguez or Hebus or something. Because that's what I
go
think,
Klein knockout.
I follow suit on that.
Moving on, Flyweight Division. Ryan Benoit versus Zaru Adashev, the Lion. Let's just call him the Lion. Excuse me.
Both these guys
Benoit.
both these guys are coming off 2 consecutive losses. Benoit's is Tim Elliott split decision, and Healy
Alatang,
yeah.
Both unanimous against Tim, and then split decision.
Adashev's is unanimous decision against Sue Muddergy, and he got a knockout loss against Tyson Nam.
Benoit Benoit.
Benoit.
Fucking DC says Benoit too.
I do.
Wrestling fans in this, man.
I do it all the time. It's Benoit.
Minus 150 on the money line. The line plus 120. Man, I don't know. Not much you can. I mean, the line's 3-3. Benoit is 10-7. There's not much to go off of on the line side.
I don't know, man.
I lean Benoit just because of his experience, I guess.
His resume, dude.
Yeah,
if you go back and look at his resume, he's got like a...
He's a good fighter, man. Fighting out of Dallas.
This goes back to 2016, but he fought Brandon Moreno and lost split decision. I want to say he welcomed Sergio Pettis into the UFC and beat him. He knocked Sergio Pettis out. Good
fucking call.
Yeah.
If this means anything to you on Tapology, the flyweight world rankings, Benoit is number 30. The Lion is number 71.
That's a pretty big gap.
So, I mean, Tapology world rankings. I mean,
and that's the thing with
41 spots.
I wrote this down too. With Benoit's last 5 losses, they're decisions, and 4 of them are split, and the other one is a majority decision. So he keeps fights close, and I think Adeshev, or however you say his fucking name, the Lion, is a step down from Tim Elliott. I mean, Tim Elliott's a gamer. I'm not a fan of his, but he's a gamer. He's a legitimate fighter. Benoit should win this fight.
I believe so too.
I don't know any way to. I don't know any other way to call it.
I'll go decision. I'll give the Lion the respect of maybe he doesn't get finished. I don't know.
I mean, it's flyweight.
But we move on here to the middleweights again. Typhoon Nchukwi.
Tafon Nchukwi.
Young Park. Young Park.
This is my max bet of the night.
On Typhoon?
No, sir.
On Park?
Yes.
For what reason, bro?
Nchukwi is a Contender Series vet, middleweight, 185. He's 5-0.
He looked good against Pickett, though.
Dude, he's 5-0, and 4 of his wins are via knockout, and he's just too new. You could call him a knockout artist. He has a 4-inch reach advantage, and 79% of the public's on him, and 73's by KO. But I think that's just
so you're just fading the public here.
No, I think that's a public who's like us who don't know shit. Dude, Zhang Yong Park's a fucking wrestler, and pull up his fucking last fight. He's got 4 losses.
John Phillips.
He's got 4 losses, but he's never been knocked out. He's a fucking wrestler. He's going to come in and wrestle this motherfucker in Chuckway, who's never been wrestled before, like the way Park can.
I mean, they don't call him the Iron Turtle.
Dude, I'm telling you, if you guys want to follow me on bet, if you guys listen to this shit for bets, which is a fucking mistake up front, let me tell you.
I don't know, man. We've been pretty fucking decent, dude.
Well, okay, maybe you.
We're over 50%.
You can tell people to follow you on bets. They're not going to come fucking trying to chop my nuts off. But I'm telling you, if you guys want to follow me on a bet, this is my favorite bet of the night. Young Park. I'm probably gonna bet the max on this guy. Straight bet, Young Park. However much money you want to bet on him, this is my favorite pick of the night.
$500.
Yeah, I mean if that's in your budget, I don't know. I'm betting my max on him.
What's your max, Sean?
Probably
$50.
Yeah, something like that. I ain't gonna go too extreme. I ain't trying to bust a Khabib here. But yeah, $50, $60, up to $100, depending on how drunk I am Saturday when the fight comes around. Yeah,
I'll pick the Don by fucking knockout. Njukwi by
You're picking Njukwi? Fuck
by
you,
knockout,
bro.
dude.
Fuck you, bro.
Yeah.
Well, guess what, motherfucker? I'm definitely watching the fights over Saturday. So when Young Park wins, I'm gonna give you the X-Pac DX. Suck it, John Jones style. Suck it, bitch.
All right. Curtain jerker here. Carlston Harris versus Christian Aguilar.
Fun fight.
I go Harris, man.
Yeah, me too.
He's the number 6 ranked welterweight in the country of Brazil. I don't know if you know this. Brazil's pretty fucking big.
Yeah, but
they have some good welterweights.
He's from Ghana. He's from Africa.
Yeah,
he's from Africa, fighting out of Brazil.
Right.
Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
So, I don't know. And the way local rankings go, like Gilbert Burns isn't eligible to be.
No, once you fight for a major promotion, local rankings don't exist anymore.
But I like him here.
Christian
I think
Aguilera,
he gets a submission over Aguilar.
Yeah, I mean Christian Aguilera is 14-7, and 11 of them are KOs. And Carlston Harris puts on enough pressure. This is his UFC debut. Debut. This is his UFC debut. 74% of the public's on him. 54% by submission. All he's got to do is stay away from the big shot. If he can stay away from the big shot, this is his fight to win. He's gonna put pressure on Aguilera like nobody else has before. Yeah. Which sometimes you get caught. So yeah, I mean Aguilera has a chance to win this fight, but I just think from what I've seen, from what I've read, Harris is going to put enough pressure on this guy to not make a difference. He's not going to be able to extend a punch far enough to knock this guy out, and Harris will win this fight either via decision, which is what I'll take, or submission. I think the public's got it nailed.
All right. So you're going, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to call Carlston Harris.
I want to throw this out there. The can't lose parlay.
The can't lose parlay.
It's the new thing I'm going to try. I'm going to go Jeff Neal.
You better edit this shit out if it loses.
How?
I don't know.
We're going to go Jeff Neal, Alex Moreno, and Angela Hill.
I don't think that wins, man.
That's my can't lose parlay.
All right, if I have to give you one bet to take, I'm going to say Jung Ho Park.
Well, yeah, you just said fucking put the house on it.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, I'm gonna bet at least one unit on Phil Haas because I like the value there, and I'm probably gonna parlay like a Diego Ferreira and Neil Magny, and I'm probably gonna parlay like a Ludovic Klein, Marina Rodriguez, and Amanda Ribas.
But your biggest bet of the night is
Park.
Okay, all right. Guys, we really appreciate you. Let's plug the social medias and get out of here. Shawnee?
At Sean.Big on Twitter.
Get at us on at the Jab Pod on Instagram, at AJ No Styles for my personal Instagram, at the Jab Podcast on TikTok. We're going to try to get more TikToks out there, guys. We got one video out there so far.
Damn.
Yeah. Shit, I fucking don't know how to TikTok, dude. Anyways,
thank you guys for listening.
Thank you so much, man. This has been a fun ride, but we're not nowhere near over.
Hey, should we tell them we've place an Amazon order for better equipment.
Yeah,
so
better equipment, guys. We're moving on up, man.
We're hoping to get this shit on Spotify or
we're
some
working
kind of
on
better marketing system to where more of you guys that are actually interested hear us. But we're a bunch of fucking dumbasses from Mississippi, so who knows?
So if you got any tips on the podcasting world, we'll drop the social links on the description, and we'll see y'all next week for episode 6.
Love you, bye.